Non voglio borseggiare. Oh, ma che cazzo è successo? Vieni qui. Ok, ok, allora aspettate, perché qui ci stiamo fino a dopodomani. Facciamo così. Facciamo così. Devo riuscire a stordirlo. Non ho capito bene che è successo lì perché si è un po' glitchata la visuale. Devo riuscire a stordirlo e vedere se per caso funziona il travestirsi o comunque o al limite li stordiamo tutti. Cioè, che si deve fare? Dov'è la signorina che pulisce? Non c'è?
What's that?
Ok. Prendilo. Vediamo se riusciamo a fare una cosina decente. Vieni su con me te. Oh, randello, torcia, armatura. Voilà, tu fermo lì. Quindi, equipaggia. Equipaggia. Ora si ragiona. Abbiamo anche una grappa grossa, un portachiavi, chissà se... Ok, meglio che niente. Non possiamo salvare, purtroppo. Non possiamo salvare. Certo che con questo... Io proverei a vedere come reagisce la signora se gli passo davanti vestito da guardia. Po 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 po. Po po po. Signorina. È andata a cosare. Ok, non funziona assolutamente il... Mo' vengono a cercarmi. Quindi travestirsi da guardia non serve assolutamente a niente. Ok, le guardie sono molto forti. Oddio, ragazzi. Voilà. Bravo. Mangia. No, 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 no. Qui posso? Cazzo ci faceva la guardia lì sopra. Puttana la galera.
Easy! I surrender!
You can't say you weren't warned. You'll pay up and show me.
Non c'ho soldi.
Are you yanking my pin? Shut your...
I won't be in...
Oddio, non se ne può più. Sta missione di merda. Accidenta chi l'ha fatta. Puttana galera, guarda. Mamma mia, che troiaio di missione. Oh.
Yes, I know. Don't blast. That's not. Can you sneak?
Huh. Strange. To hell with it. Shut your feet! I must be mad.
When we are all joined here with foaming jugs and fine beer, hops and barley in the root beer, a hop with good cheer, hops and barley.
Mother of God, where's that stench coming from?
suppose.
Damn right, or a
I can.
Hey,
Well,
thanks.
you're welcome.
Ok, adesso non c'è la guardia qui. Meno male. Non si sa che cazzo ci faceva prima la guardia qui.
Ah, what a stench. Careful.
Io veramente vorrei estordirlo lo scrivano.
Jesus Christ, I can smell.
Ok. Giù. Giù lo scrivano, giù. Dov'è? Le chiavi. Dammi anche i soldi, va. Tonico contro la febbre. Vai. Ok. Adesso. Vediamo di non far casino ora che ce l'abbiamo fatta.
The third toll. I better get moving.
Si saliva dalle cucine.
And make sure there's a goose in sauce prepared. And then it's not too sweet like the last.
Huh?
Non è nulla, non ci faccia caso. Sì, 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 sì. Che hanno speedrunner sono diventato di sta parte proprio. Salve, sono venuto a curare sto stronzo.
Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless...
No, I'm not.
Amadea.
Dai.
Unless...
I heard that your brother is lying in a fever, so I brought something for him that might help.
Really? I don't know what to say. And I was against dragging Thomas to the chapel. I felt it would only burden him more.
God moves in mysterious ways. We ought to administer it to him quickly.
Yes, of course. His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
warns you all to be vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug. The worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until death!
Stop! You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Rattay.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But sir, the captain!
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I'm a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
Open the gates!
My lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just it's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Rattay, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, You tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it?
Sir, we came to your castle in a state of desperation. Your chamberlain had the guards empty excrement on my lord's head and beat him without hearing us out. You were still at the castle then, and if he'd let us see you, maybe you wouldn't have left and wouldn't have been ambushed. And if that wasn't enough, when he had Sir Hans arrested, he refused to believe who he was, even though not only I told him, but your Captain Thomas too.
I must say you have courage, youngster. But I expect I would also be in such a foul mood if the same had happened to me.
Sir!
Best be quiet, Ulrich. We will talk about that another time. And I apologize to you for that unpleasantness. At least it ended better than it might have. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and 𝘨𝘢𝘢𝘁 together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy.
But we can all point the finger. Your League of Lords, on the other hand, abducted the king. Although I don't doubt your reasons, just as Sir Hanush did.
We certainly had. The main one being that your Wenzel is an irresponsible drunkard and idler who is hurting the Empire by his inactivity. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
Well, betray is a strong word. We came to you, Sir Otto, because you're the leading voice of the League of Lords. I expect there are also lords among your ranks who are considering how to find a way out of this sticky situation. And for the Kingdom of Bohemia, it would certainly be better if our powers were to join rather than parting.
Your companion speaks like a diplomat, Sir Hans. However, the question is whether it's possible to join fire with water and end up with anything but nasty smoke. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy. So we have common interests, too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to 𝘨𝘨. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, 𝘨𝘢𝘁𝘓 Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
Beh, è ovvio, e se non fosse disposto, trovi un modo per renderlo disposto.
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing 𝘨𝘢𝘁𝘓, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat fragile status.
Who is this Lord Nebak?
The lord of a smaller house with not much in the way of estates, just a fortress and lands, but he also owns a mill that provides a significant part of his income. His children are grown up. His daughter married well, thanks to Sir Otto. His son is away from the domain, dealing with duties. Sir Otto helped him to acquire an official position. In short, the House of Nebak is more than beholden to Sir Otto for his magnanimous help and support.
Thank you, Ulrich. Nevertheless, I suspect 𝘨𝘨𝘁𝘓 will not be keen to charge into battle. But that is of little consequence. He has a few good men who will be useful. That will do us. If he delivers, I will regard his obligation as fulfilled.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine. And it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him that I would like it to remain so. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to show Sir 𝘨𝘨𝘁𝘓 respect by sending him someone of status. He will take his time over being persuaded, and then concur, as he always has done.
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less from you.
Is the route safe?
As I said, the fortress is in the wilderness amongst the cliffs. There are many places where outlaws may be hiding, so watch out.
Don't worry, sir. I have Henry here by my side for such situations.
We'll take care of it, sir. Count on us.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called István Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor. A stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. and he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. But I must disappoint you. I saw no one of that description.
Thank you, sir. And sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nebakov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated, as befits your station. There, your equipment shall also be returned to you, and you will find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount, and therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish. Gentlemen, follow me.
Mi vogliono togliere Ciottolina questi, ma non hanno capito, eh?
So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us, and we're going to act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offence.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realize it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realized that.
You couldn't have realized? Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more I apologize. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
Don't be surprised. My lord doesn't take kindly to those who insist on putting a rope round his neck.
I understand. I expect no one does. In any case, we'd have it a lot easier, your lord and I, if his behavior weren't so redolent of a bandit. Nevertheless, welcome to 𝘨𝑔𝑘𝑖, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
Devo dire che oramai lo so a memoria questo castello, guarda. Dopo quella missione di merda che... Per fortuna, guarda, la cosa che mi rende felice è non solo, guarda, so stanco, il mal di testa. Sì, sì, le conosco bene. Quello che mi rincuora è che veramente peggio di così secondo me non si può fare. Quindi d'ora in poi è tutto in discesa.
I can understand you are overwhelmed by the magnificence around you.
No, smetti di seguire. Madonna, che bel cavallo. Di chi è questo? Questo immagino sia di 𝘨𝘤𝘠𝘪𝘤𝘢.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find
È stato gentilissimo, arrivederci. Vaffanculo del tuo castello di merda. Oh, abbiamo ripreso il nostro equipaggiamento. Spada militare. Questa non è roba nostra, però. Che c'è di sopra? Ah, qui c'è tipo... Ah, ma è tipo una È il coso delle guardie, sì.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Mamma mia, ho salito 2 gradini, siete proprio veramente in posto. Allora, rivestiamoci qua. Rivestiamoci, quindi mi basta fare così. Oh. No, perché no? Perché non ho più il mio cosino rosso? Perché? Why? Why? Devo fare che? Niente, non c'è più. Ci rivestiremo normalmente. Allora, tipo, questa torcia, via. Non ci serve. Tutta sta roba? Ma che mi ha messo addosso anche la roba che avevo nel cavallo? Mi hanno messo addosso la roba del cavallo. Allora, guarda che casino, eh. Indossa prima una protezione per la testa. Noi avevamo il camaglio, la cervelliera campana, il collare di maglia, poi borsello da viandante, la cintura. Corazza riparata non me la posso mettere fino a che non avrò il gambesone lungo. O la giubba attillata. Cazzo, sta giubba attillata è meglio del gambesone. Ah no, va sopra. Il mantello ci dà un pizzico in più di difesa, ma vuoi mettere quanto è bella questa giubba? Noi teniamo quella. L'usbergo. Guanti, manopole. Le brache imbottite avevo sotto. No, sì. Cazzo, le scarpe semplici sono meglio, fanno meno rumore, meno... Vai, scarpe semplici sia. Ci siamo rivestiti, qua non c'è altra roba, la spada l'abbiamo presa. Ora il problema è che abbiamo tutta questa roba che... Fammi vedere se c'è qualcuno qui, magari un mercante, il fabbro compra cose. Fabbro, gli vuole un po' di robe?
What will it be?
Oh,
I'll have a
sì.
look at the wares.
Sì. Allora, c'ho una quantità di frecce che fanno paura. Le statistiche come sono? Danni 100, 110, 70. Tipo tutte ste frecce grezze, via. Tanto noi non è che lo usiamo principalmente l'arco. Anche quelle da caccia sono le migliori. Frecce comuni sono tante, cioè ne vendiamo tipo la metà. Questa roba pesa, Vai. Poi, tieni anche questo. I soldi ce l'hai. Se non ce l'hai te li regalo, guarda, me ne frega niente. Tieni anche questo. Non mi sono messo la corazza, ora me la metto. E t'ho anche sta guardia di spada comune, tanto ho capito che il crafting mi interessa fino a un certo punto. E ti è.
Word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Do we have a deal?
We're nearly there. Aye.
Perfetto.
Good day to you, friend.
E un po' di peso ce lo siamo tolti. Mettiamoci la corazza prima che me ne dimentico. Il problema è che ora abbiamo anche tutti i vestiti del matrimonio dietro noi. Mantelli, cose. Questi a chi li potremo vendere? Il fabbro giustamente non gliene può fregare di meno.
How could I have forgotten about him? Maybe.
Mamma
because I
mia.
don't seem
Allora,
to be able to solve my problem.
che bello essere di nuovo liberi di giocare al gioco che uno ha comprato. Ah,
Don't tell me it can't help with a little
sembra
thing
quasi
like
come dovrebbe essere. Quasi.
So you're in
Comunque dicevo, guarda, questa cosa se non altro adesso c'è da essere contenti. Sebbene mi ha fatto passare 1 ora e mezzo di inferno sta missione,
now. Poi,
sono contento perché, come vi dicevo, si è toccato secondo me qui il punto più basso di Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 e da qui in poi si può solo migliorare. Ma perché non vado a cavallo io? Così facciamo prima, vieni ciottolina. Guarda quello stronzo che si deve mettere in mezzo. Ok. Questo era Hans, giusto? Sì, ok. Do un occhio se riesce a vendere la roba, Hans.
Easy, good horse.
Questo chi è?
Whoa.
Questo magari li compra i vestiti.
God bless.
What do you have for...
C'ha i guanti pure, Non compra un cavolo sto tipo.
Why are you wasting my time?
Perché non compri una sega? Ecco perché. Impara a comprare cose. Vaffanculo anche te. Oggi è proprio una giornataccia, guarda. Questi qui se si azzardano anche a dirmi mezza parola storta si pigliano una spada lunga nella fronte. Qui questo castello di merda non c'è nessuno che compra le cose. Ma non vi vergognate? Ma dimmi te. Mamma mia, fammi andare via di qua, va. Andiamo, ciottolina, andiamo. Allora, qui ci vuole una bella cavalcata. Andiamo a Troskowitz, andiamo dal mercante. Metto il puntino, guarda, proprio voglia di cavalcare un po'. Oh. Ah, che bello. Che bello. Mamma mia, io non lo so perché fanno questa roba ripetutamente in 2 giochi. Cioè, sono così belli questi giochi, hanno tutta sta roba. Perché devi fare ste quest del cavolo che ti obbligano a buttare via ore della tua vita? Ma poi piano. Ma poi, cioè, senza fare i salvataggi, è quella la cosa assurda, perché magari dici faccio una missione difficile, particolare, in cui devi per forza fare delle cose, è meglio se non lo fai. Però se proprio devi, madonna, ma non mi puoi togliere anche i salvataggi? Ma che siete matti? Ma siete proprio matti? A farla proprio ripetutamente da capo tutte le volte, Ma che cazzo, ma manco negli anni 80 col Nintendo, veramente. È roba da matti. Sto tutorial, ma non c'è un modo per disattivarlo proprio. Roba da matti, vi giuro, so esausto, ho il mal di testa. E alla fine, voi mi avete visto come ho fatto a farla. L'ho googolata. Cioè, sono andato su Google a cercare il modo più veloce per chiudere quel capitolo di merda senza usare un cheat. Perché veramente, guarda, guarda, avete capito a che livelli di sopportazione sono con quella quest? L'avete capito? Ti do questo. Soldi ne hai tu, spero? Sì, 378. Porca troia, che lavoro. Sì, butta via, me ne frega niente. Se dobbiamo andare stealth andremo ignudi. Stivali però, vabbè, via. Ok, cibo ne abbiamo una quantità che... Vai, vendi, via.
Worried about the price?
Oh.
Do we have a deal?
That's more like. Ja, das ist fein. Das war ein gutes Geschäft.
Ole. Oh, il mio cane, ma chi ti ha dato da mangiare tutto sto tempo? A te, vieni qui.
You silly doggy.
Povera bestia. Aspetta, tieni. A proposito, ma Harry non ha fame? Sazietà 97. No, Harry non ha fame. Oh, che bello. Che bello. Una cosa se non altro l'ha fatta bene. Ti fa sentire proprio la gioia di essere libero. Aver subito questa roba qua.
Nice and slow.
Ci possiamo dare una mossa qui dentro, no? Voilà. Me la sono rimessa l'armatura. Sì. Andiamo via, Hans, andiamo via. No, con chi devo parlare prima? Questo qua.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Christ, what kind of mess is this again? I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. It was good to see you, my friend.
Chi sarebbe questo? Aring. Madonna, che bel cavallo, cazzo. Porca troia, che bel cavallo che è Aringa. Mamma mia. Facci vedere. Porca miseria, che cavallo che è Aringa. Mamma mia. Ma come faccio ad abbandonare Lenticchia? Ma come faccio? Come faccio? La nostra ciottolina. Madonna. Lo sapete di tutte queste belle statistiche azzurre cos'è che mi piace di più? 138 di capacità. Quindi vuol dire che può portarci molta più roba prima di diventare sovrappeso. Ma ciottolina non la tradisco manco morto.
I took a look at Herring.
And?
A nice animal, but I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept one. You're lost though, pal. But just having your own horse won't make a horseman of you.
Questo che vuol dire? Che dovrò combattere a cavallo, avrò bisogno di un super cavallo? Ciottolina è in gamba.
Ah, don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with 𝘨𝑚𝑛𝑠 on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Bene, arrivederci. Sono troppo carico perché ora mi ha dato tutta sta roba che io avevo comprato. Mannaggia la miseria. Oddio, ma c'ho altra roba sul cavallo. Ah, vabbè, sì, le classiche. Ci ha dato ferro di cavallo da cavaliere. Questo lo dobbiamo mettere assolutamente. Sella di Praga. Briglie in pelle morbida. Bardatura. Nah, io sta roba non la voglio. Forse le briglie. Fammi vedere. Le nostre sono meglio. Cioè abbiamo roba migliore. Tranne i ferri di cavallo. Solidi ferri di cavallo dentati per consentire maggior velocità e aderenza. Beh, questi sono meglio, questi ce li ripigliamo. Ste briglie che me ne faccio? Le nostre sono molto meglio. Sella da soldato. Questo come faccio a sapere se è meglio o no? Questo come faccio a saperlo? Sella di Praga. Sai che ti dico? Teniamo la nostra roba. Oh, messere. Pigliati sto troiaio di roba, va. Fate pena a questo castello.
Show me your...
Toh, beccati sta sella di Praga, ste briglie in pelle morbida. Non ne voglio sapere niente io.
Let's talk about the... Sure.
E vedi di farmi anche un prezzo buono perché mi state parecchio sui coglioni in questo posto. Voilà. Ci siamo risolti il problema? No, c'è sta bardatura del che vale sta bardatura? La posso, tipo i ferri di cavallo li butto direttamente in terra, per non tirarli nel capo a qualcuno qui dentro. La bardatura di 𝘊𝘤𝘪𝘁 sono 216. Vediamo, questa perché mi sa va al posto del... come si chiama lì? Della 𝘊𝘰𝘭𝘵𝘪. Quindi... si vedi. Ah, che poi per vedere le statistiche basta guardare qui. E ovviamente anche qui la mia 𝘊𝘰𝘭𝘵 è molto meglio.
I'm glad you're here. I needed to catch a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to here with that Chamberlain Stauffenberg or whatever the bastard's name is.
Aye. Whenever I see him, I feel like giving him a smack in the mouth as well.
All five? Which reminds me. Look, I know I behaved like an idiot, but...
What? What? Non commenterò.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's water under the bridge.
I'm in your debt. Talking of debts, there's one more we need to settle. Both of us. That 𝘨𝘤𝘠𝘪, 𝘨𝘏𝘠𝘪, really helped us after that ambush. If it hadn't been for her, we wouldn't have survived.
Aye. You're right.
I gave her my word. And the word of a noble must be kept, as we both know.
Don't worry about it. I took care of it on behalf of both of us.
You did? My word, Henry. You are a true bellator. Only half by birth, but your heart is filled with blue blood.
Thanks, Hans.
How is she getting on, actually? I hope she hasn't had any trouble on account of us.
Not on account of us, no. But... well, it's a complicated story. And not a pleasant one.
Jesus. I'm sorry to hear that. But right now, I'm not in the mood for sad stories. You can tell me another time, but now Nebakov awaits us. It's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall. Carpe diem.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then.
Oi, oi, oi. Oi, 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 oi.
It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Berghoff certainly knows how to make an impression.
Well, it didn't look so great from inside that dungeon. That's a view I hope I won't be seeing again.
I couldn't agree more. Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul.
Keep your eyes
I
on
need
the
asking.
road, you fool!
So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life? And I'd have to tell him, well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching. Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
I reckon it'll be some time yet before you go to the next life and face judgment. 𝘨𝑚𝘁𝑒𝑠 fortuna juvat, remember?
Or I've got a guardian angel by the name of Henry.
It's a shame I lost my flaming...
Hey, Hans!
I'm afraid not. My name's not Hans.
Damn it. I need to get my mind on other things and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
How can I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Troskovitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first wins. So, get ready. Forward!
Quick!
Go!
Race with the wind!
Ah, è proprio una ciottolina, cioè, voglio dire. Lei fa quello che può, ma di sicuro non vince con lui, Poverina, la mia ciottolina, ma perché? Me la trattano tutti male. Ma dimmi, Teo. Noi arriviamo domani. Allora, riposati, ciottolina, riposati. Che te venga un colpo magari mentre si va, poi mi tocca andare a piedi. Vai tranquilla, non c'è fretta. Guarda quello laggiù è arrivato. Capisco perché il gioco... Avete visto quanto insisteva quello lì a dire: ah no, prendi quest'altro cavallo, prendi quest'altro cavallo. Cioè, Ciottolina effettivamente è proprio penosa, È proprio penosa. Oh, però che ci volete fare? Spero che questa nuova zona non richieda ad avere un cavallo super cazzuto, perché con quanto insisteva quello...
Yeah. Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
Think nothing of it. But watch out next time. I won't hold back.
You never give up. That's what I like most about you.
So, what now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I won't be trifled with anymore. I'm the Lord of fucking 𝘨𝘃stein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nebakov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters.
Ma dov'è sto Nebakov? Ah, in questa zona qua sotto che non abbiamo esplorato, ok?
Oh, dentes fortuna, 𝘨𝘢𝘤𝘢𝘢!
Matt ci sta seguendo, sì, bravo, cagnolone.
We turn right here.
What?
Your knowledge of these parts is impressive.
Don't worry. I spent some time in the local forest, so I know my way around. Soon the path will turn sharply and head down a steep hill. So be careful your horse doesn't stumble. And by the way, there won't be time for it now, but near Nebakov there's this nice marsh where wild boar go to wallow. A good spot. Tried and tested.
Have you forgotten your last encounter with a boar?
Don't be so discouraging. I've learned a thing or two since then, and I won't let any swine catch me off guard.
I was thinking about our mission. What do you think of our prospects with von Berghoff?
Well, we haven't got off to the best start, have we? But I'll do everything in my power to ensure we succeed. Hanush, 𝘨𝘴𝘄𝘓 and 𝘨𝘀 are depending on us. If they thought it was a lost cause, they wouldn't have sent me. They'd have sent, you know, someone less important. That's diplomacy in a nutshell. If you're serious about something, you send someone important to add gravity and show respect.
And why am I here?
Maybe it's already known that you're 𝘨𝘴𝘄𝘓's son and ward. So not just Hanush, but 𝘨𝘴𝘄 too sent someone important to him. That speaks for itself.
Interesting idea. I like it. I feel a bit better. Like I belong somewhere and can do something big.
Exactly. Nobility brings responsibility. Never forget that.
Viaggio rapido, cavallo. Ma perché quanto è lontano sto posto? Dovremmo esserci oramai, non... ah, forse qua.
Nebakov is not far now. The fortress stands on a rocky outcrop. We'll have to go round. So we should be careful. Our mission will be taking us around a pond, and we know what happened last time. So get ready. As soon as we cross the stream, we'll give the horses a gallop again.
Ah, che bel posticino. Deve essere quello.
Turn left here. Nice fortress. I like the way it's concealed. Nicely situated on an outcrop. with a mighty tower and only one approach road. Easy to defend, with a view of the whole valley and its approaches. A well-chosen site.
Mi fa male il culo.
Are you an expert on fortress construction?
You could say that. It's part of a nobleman's and a warrior's upbringing. Hanush forced me to listen to those teachings from Bernard and others, and I'm glad he did. When I think about it, unquestionably learning feeds a man's soul, but right now my belly needs feeding. So I hope 𝘨𝘢𝘀𝘪𝘁 is well stocked. Von Bergov's morning feast set a high bar, after all.
Hearing you spout wisdom is entertaining, but not enough to make me forget my ass is sore. It's a good thing we're almost there.
Sacre, Henry, a short ride like this and you've had enough? I was just thinking about heading off to see the world once we've sent Sigismund packing and restored order in the land. I'd like to visit the Holy Land, for instance, and kneel before the Holy Sepulchre. I'd bring back earth from Golgotha for the family tomb, to improve Father's prospects in the hereafter. Whew. So you'd better toughen up that arse of yours, so you can make it to Constantinople at least without whining. Can you see what I see? Fuck! What a lot of horses! They must have cost a fortune. Perhaps he married off his daughter well. Or von Bergov is paying the bark a tidy annuity, but kept it quiet from us.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in 𝘨𝑔𝘍.
Hey, so Yaramir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Bergov. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
E ne arriva un altro secchio di merda.
Come along. Sir Yaramir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaramir of Nebakov, at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaramir. Sir Otto von Bergov asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't 𝘮𝘮 do it?
𝘮𝘮 has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses? My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Bergov didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaramir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaramir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here in the wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
Bah.
The journey was all right, but monotonous. I'm rattled from riding. My ass hurts.
Well, I'm sure you're glad to be at the end of your ride, eh? You'll get some rest here. I'll see to that. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there, so don't get under the lad's feet. But you can drop in on 𝘨𝘁𝘁 and check how he's looking after your horses. We're rolling some dice, eh? We've got none of guesswork, so don't all be shy. Invite him to play if he finds himself at a loose end. At least he'll show you how your betters play.
Right you are, Michael. You can rely on me.
And you, 𝘨𝘁𝘁, have you got shit for brains? You've got a guess, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't know.
Shut your gob and attend to your duties.
Right, I'm going.
So you've heard then?
You
I
silly
hope you won't
doggy.
disappoint 𝘨𝑒𝘁 and pass some time with him.
I'd love to have a game.
Glad to hear it. You're a good lad. I can tell just by looking at you. 𝘨𝑒𝘁 has some polished badges. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at yours. You'll find him over there at the table. He's there pretty much all day. I'll keep telling him. Your arse will wear a hole down there one day, and you'll fall down in it. Dice and all. But now to the important business. There's a bite to eat on the table and something to wash it down with, so help yourself. And I'll be happy to chew the fat. I'm sure you've got loads of stories.
Troppo simpatici in questo posto, come mai? Dopo dove siamo stati bisogna recuperare, bisogna... Guarda che posticino. Mamma mia. Va bene, allora. È giunto il momento di riprendere fiato qua perché sì, ne ho bisogno e ho bisogno anche di un moment, quindi noi ci salutiamo qui. Grazie a Dio, alla prossima.